we've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a squad from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bobcats will kick it away to start us off. And he's coming out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So UTSA's offense will get the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollack.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
The Roadrunners want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking downfield, it's Costa. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Roadrunners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Hernandez. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Roadrunners line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Bobcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that that want to be involved in the passing game.
The Bobcats with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
We'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the 1st down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The give on the option. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Gets rid of it. Snags it. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. And the Bobcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Looking for the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. It doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
7, UTSA, 0.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. The give out of the gun. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Grab behind the line. It's Duff. Turns it on in midfield. Lots of room to run. No, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. To the air, it's Costa. Catch in the middle, it's Wade. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback on the keeper. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Here we go.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now adjusting. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Fights off a defender. Open space at the 25. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now up by 7 points here in the second. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Knocked down for the tackle. And the Roadrunners come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Fakes the grab on the left. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
The Roadrunners will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Using the quick game. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and it fell incomplete because you did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but get in there. A hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down.
Heading to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'll immediately call timeout.
Ooh, and I love the running back here running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Bringing the heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Using his legs, it's Duff. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas State.
And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now.
Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, UTSA. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Texas State, 17. UTSA, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The give from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Roadrunners headed quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's Costa. Grab near the marker, it's Duff. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. The DBs will back off a bit. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Wade. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Roadrunners will try to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Bobcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything.
And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On fourth down, looking to pass. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Rides the back on the option to give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Roadrunners moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got a man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Costa. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Rushes on him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Zips it out to his man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Give to the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Costa. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes a grab on the shot. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Roadrunners want to move quickly.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Wade. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his man in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Look, that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've converted 3rd downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Costa. Under fire. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense The defense playing together, they're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up.
There he goes. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas State.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. And the Roadrunners can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, we hear so much about aggressiveness. Interesting spot. You know, you're on your side of the field. It's a tie game. The clock ticks out. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we can't make a mistake in this situation.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They love to strike first for the touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Leaves it with the back. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's fourth down.
Number 14.
They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to...
Ball is loose, and the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better. The ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely